Most consultants walk in with answers. I walked in with questions. They hired me to raise $200,000 by August 1st. But before I built a campaign or wrote a single email or anything, really, I have to sit down and do the very unglamorous part, which is sit down and figure out what actually I have to work with.
Yeah, because I literally like sat with the yellow pad and I was just like, no, this all stinks. Everything stinks. It all stinks. There's a
I'll
lot
go
happening.
through
This
it.
is this is literally the fastest I've
Yeah.
ever done this.
We've just never had anyone look at our stuff in a strategic lens like you are
Yeah.
and say, oh yeah, this is how you tell the story, right? Like
Yeah.
really what it is like we have all the stories. We know how to tell it to like our inner circle of people, right? But
I run everything I build through a framework called the Core 4 framework. It's 4 lenses: footing, people, engine, grow. It's pretty simple. Maybe just from my own head. But the first one we have to talk about is footing. So the first thing when interacting with any kind of nonprofit, we have to find out what we have. Where are they in everything on all the social media platforms? What's their website like? Do they have a website? Does it look good? Do they have footage? Do they have any kind of assets? Do they have a brand guide? Do they have a logo? Like, depending on who you're talking to, it can really vary. So we have to do essentially just a key performance indicators. I pull a whole bunch of data really from all over the place, and I just keep asking questions, keep asking questions, getting everything all together. And then the fun part is what we find out what we actually do have. And the first thing I found that they were sitting on one of the most valuable things that any nonprofit could have, and they didn't really even know it.
The relationships are the driving force of your organization by far, which is so great because honestly, that's the goods. It's very easy to scale from that.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because relationships are what drive this whole thing so far. So to take you out of it will feel foreign to everybody else who's
I
already
agree.
connected with you.
So unfortunately, their email list was kind of small, 437 people. But the open rate is 29%. That's twice the national average of what a nonprofit gets for their email open rate. So that's pretty good too. It's a small list, but it is a hot one. So that's good. So that means people are responding virtually to they're staying informed on what they've got.
High engagement, 29%. That's crazy of your active list. Yeah, it really is very, very high.
Not everything was working great, though. They had spent months making personalized donor videos, which is wild in terms of like high output. Like that's a lot. It's just a lot to do. I mean, can you imagine creating videos for every single donor that you have? It's just pretty wild. So that was the crazy thing is they were doing them in country. Like they were which was cool. That actually is really cool, but super effort, not really scalable. And watch what it got them though.
They have not given, and it yielded no results. So I mean, not one person responded or like started giving.
Yeah, we did everything personal. I mean, we did like each and every person got a video and with their name on it.
Yeah, I think we did like 66.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Holy crap.
And they were promoting a donation platform that for about 2 years that had only netted about $500.
Wait, we got 505 from Global Giving?
Yeah.
Since when?
I mean, from the day we
Very
started.
beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When did you start it?
I think 2024, right?
Yeah, a long time ago.
So after we go through all of the key performance indicators and we look at where they are from their website to their brand, what kind of assets they have, what they've done in the past, what's worked in the past, what hasn't worked in the past, have they tried anything? If they're a brand new nonprofit, they may not even talk to anyone. They may not have any audience. And so we want to try to figure out then, as we bridge to the second of the two, is people. Who are they talking to? Who are their donors? And what's their primary and secondary audience? The other thing is with a nonprofit is sometimes who they want to be talking to and who they are talking to are sometimes different humans. And that was the case here.
Yeah, for sure. The loyal insider is absolutely the majority of our monthly givers. And it's through like church or work. Mainly the credibility convert this is the prospect donor, which makes sense.
This is the prospect. Yeah, this is what we're going to go after this summer because we want to get in front of a whole bunch of people that you don't know personally.
The loyalty insider already knows them and gives because of the relationship. The credibility convert is a stranger who needs proof. And they're two people with two different languages. And they were talking to both of them the same way.
We'll essentially do a post-mortem at the end of the summer and go, how did we do? Like that. Well, I'll do another one of these literally every 30 days because it's key performance indicators and it helps us know, like, are we doing it?
This is more than just an audit. This is a bit of a system because an audit is just this one-time thing. I'm going to literally do this every 30 days. It's really quick. It's not super in-depth. I think a lot of times I've been around some nonprofits and the word audit gets thrown around and you just start adding zeros, right, to everything that's going on. And there's a whole lot of people that get brought in and this, that, and the other thing. The truth is, every nonprofit I've ever talked with, when they start getting into who their audience is, they usually know pretty well, and they might even know one of the problems. I've actually worked with a nonprofit that the CEO right off the bat said, this is our problem. This is what our problem is. And they said, well, we'll confirm with an audit. So they did this audit. They spent, I don't know, $25,000, maybe even more. There were focus groups. There was a whole bunch of stuff. They came back, had a great report, and it said exactly what the CEO said. So we don't want to do that kind of stuff. So that's why we do this every 30 days, really quick. We want to be the difference really in a consultant that's going to hand you a deck and walk away. And this is like, I want to do the numbers with the organization. I want to be there and say, okay, let's figure it out. The other big thing is sometimes data tells different stories.
It's a huge mistake to theorize before one has data. Inevitably, one begins to twist facts to shoot theories instead of theories to shoot facts.
I want the data to tell me what's going on, and I want to test it, and I want to make sure that that's worth checking out. So that's what we're going to do.
Like dealing with other agencies, they talk about it as relationship management all the time. They don't talk about it as marketing, but it's really weird to me because they say relationship management, but then it's just like a lot of guilt and manipulation, and I don't love it. So because if I did that with you, you would be like, Dan's not that cool. Like if everything was guilt and manipulation, you're like, I can deal with it a little bit, but you sticking around has more to do with you being cool than me being cool. And that's the thing, like as a brand, we don't want people to be like, we want people to go, Alabaster is actually cool. I really dig what they're doing. I love what they're doing. They don't use guilt. They don't use manipulation. The whole thing about social media is supposed to be relationship management, and building relationships looks a certain way. And that some of that other junk is not how relationships get built. So I just don't think it's a good idea.
Here's the big thing. This framework isn't magic. This is just 4 things that I came up with that has helped me. There are a lot of great consultants out there, and they probably do good stuff too. They could come up with these same 4 things. I've just found this is the way that my brain works really well to systematically go through things and figure out what we're doing. The difference is what we do next, because now we've got this information. The question is now what we're going to do. And so we'll get into that next week. So next time we're going to be building the machine, which is the engine piece. And that's going to be up next. So thanks for sticking with me this week. Again, follow Alabaster. Please tell your friends about it. This campaign is off to a start, and it's a little rocky. We're going to get into that in a little bit too. So I super appreciate you even just hanging with me and watching this thing as I try to do this thing I've always dreamed of doing, like showing the behind the scenes of what we're doing. So thanks so much. Catch you next time.